And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are.
My water broke at 28.5 weeks with Joshua, and they kept me on bed rest for almost 3 weeks, and he was born premature at 31 weeks. And at the time, he wasn't diagnosed with CP yet, not until about 10 months old, when he wasn't rolling over, wasn't lifting his head up, when we saw those signs. And then CP was, which is cerebral palsy, was determined from a brain scan. We started coming to bit by bit, I want to say about 8 months ago, and he'll be 4 years old in a couple months in June. And since then, we've just been really happy to find something like his niche, something that he does well with.
We've seen such an improvement in Joshua, and not only with the horse, but with the therapist here at Bit by Bit. They're very informative. They're very great with Josh, as well as to let us know things that we can do at home, as well as walking us through the things they do on the horse to help him. So both sides, the horse therapy is great, along with the therapist as well.
Verbal and more vocal. He brings his head to midline, which is center, on a verbal cue now. His trunk is much more stable. He can
hold his head up longer.
Hold his head up for longer periods of time. And we feel like, you playing peekaboo? We feel like Joshua's just kind of found a boo. Joshua, see, he's verbal. Joshua just kind of found his niche. We have 2 other children who aren't disabled, and one of them does track and the other one plays t-ball. And this is kind of, Joshua can't play t-ball or do track, so he's found his thing.
He has 2 older brothers, and the expectations we had coming into a 3rd child was the same we had with the first 2. There would be a time of growing and learning, and then there would be another brother to play with. And at 10 months old, when he was diagnosed, that all changed. However, having Josh has really bonded our family and grown us. It's shown us how to love in a different way. It's shown us how to spend time together in a different way. It's strengthened his brothers. I believe it's going to strengthen and shape their character as young men as they grow, the way they've treated and had to deal with diagnosis and special needs of Josh. I believe it's grown us closer. Our marriage is stronger. The things we've had to do with, the things we've had to overcome, and I think our family as a whole is tighter, stronger, and more loving.
I would change, 'cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are.
Charles lives with me, and he's been living with me for the past 4 years. He goes to school with me. I teach at Virginia Schumann Young, and he started pre-K3 there. He's now in 1st grade. At age 3, he was still, what do we want to say? Non-functional speaker, is now completely functioning and doing really well. He's autistic spectrum. And he also has ADHD, and he has sensory issues. And ever since he's been in horses, it'll almost be 2 years in June, and everything has completely flip-flopped for him. I got involved with Bit by Bit from a friend of mine who told me about it, and I came out here, and we've been with him ever since, and love all the therapists. Everybody has been wonderful, and it's been phenomenal for Charles. It's just great. Well, we just started with, body control and being able to get balance. I mean, he had no balance at all, and now he's an independent rider. He's completely independent, and he's just like Bit by Bit's golden story. He really is. Anyway, I would definitely recommend Bit by Bit to any other family, especially children in the autistic spectrum. Besides just working on their balance, it's helped him grow and become more verbal. It's helped with his personality, his self-esteem, and it's just a phenomenal program.
There's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile,
All right, I'm Dr. Financi Anzalone.
And I'm Dr. Deborah Anzalone. And this is Tracy. Tracy's been riding for 5 years. When she first started riding, she couldn't even sit up. We had to use boppy pillows wrapped around her waist, and most of the ride was with her head down. But throughout, each week, each 30-minute session, she improved so much that she started sitting up. Now she basically, she has 2 side riders that ride with her, that walk with her, but she sits up and works on her head and trunk control more and more independently each time. She comes out every Sunday for 30 minutes and rides, and my husband is one of the sidewalkers that walks with her.
How long have you been doing it for?
Every time she's been on a horse, I've been by her side. She doesn't ride unless I'm here with her. Tracy's injury is a little unique in that she had an anoxic brain injury 8.5 years ago, and so she has different needs, but just her ability now to be able to sit erect and control her trunk is absolutely a miracle, and that we've been incredibly pleased with this. Observing the other children here, it's been phenomenal, and seeing young kids come in and then progress to a point where they are able to graduate and move on from just their ability to deal with whether it is a physical limitation or a psychological mental limitation. The idea of hippotherapy, having an individual bond with a horse, the physical movement of the horse mirrors our own walk, our canter. So children that aren't able to walk, as Tracy isn't, her upper body can get the same feel as a horse moves back and forth as we walk. The smaller kids the same way, and then just the gentle nature of the horse and that big animal there. I see them they may be running around crazy, and once they're on the horse, they just melt to just loving it and enjoying it. And the different therapists have been tremendously supportive. And so for the therapists, their ability to communicate with the children or adults, depending on what their needs are, and to make sure that they're, number one, they're safe, number two, that they're enjoying themselves, has been really phenomenal in our observation. And so like we said, it's been 5 years, and the progression in Tracy has been phenomenal, and what I've seen in the other children has also been phenomenal.
My name is Max. I have ataxia, telangiectasia, AT. I've been coming here since I was 8 years old. I'm now 22. And with my disorder, the horses help me with my balance and my coordination. And riding the horses has saved my life. And I love it.
There's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are.
I'm Amy, and this is...
Hi, I'm Greg Pittman. This is my daughter Jackie, and this is my son Austin.
We came to one of the Halloween horse shows, and we saw them here, and we decided that this would be a great therapy for her besides her regular therapy she gets. She started moving. She started trying to take steps that she was never doing before. And she's sitting up, and her motor control is much better than it was.
She loves coming here. She can recognize when the car is headed this way, and this is about one of the only times she gets really excited. Her core strength has improved 200%. I mean, she couldn't move when we first started coming, and now she's trying to take steps. With a little assistance, she can take steps now, and she's doing great.
Just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are.
The Horses for Heroes program, I've been lucky enough to see a couple of different groups come through. they range from different groups of veterans that either have PTSD or they have more physical impairments, and just to see the reactions with them. Sometimes when they come in and they've never been around a horse before, you can see them kind of relax out. Even once they're a little bit nervous at first, but once they get around them, they just kind of relax and melt down in and just let everything go. I think to be able to see that and actually feel it at the same time is wonderful. And if they ever get an opportunity, they should take advantage of it.
Brave enough join us. You had